Boy, oh boy, folks, I wish you could see what is behind me. I'm not gonna show you. I'll show it bit by bit. But there's hitting the thrifting jackpot, and then there's this. Let's start with the small stuff. Small stuff! So, we have some tapes by Kruidvat, which is actually a drugstore in the Netherlands. They're not too bad, they're nothing special. There's some BASF tapes, all sealed as you can see. BASF Sound 1, a bit like TDKD, nothing exciting. Got some CDs, some of them are for me, some of them are for friends. Eagles Hotel California. Everyone has it, that's 50 cents. You can give it to anyone who may not Toto's past to present. And then there is a John Lee Hooker Greatest Hits, that is actually for me. And there's a Miles Davis Greatest Hits. So, and then there's some 7 inches. We got Blondie's Heart of Glass. We've got The Police Walking on the Moon. I hope my leg don't break. And every little thing she does is magic. So that's just a few little additions to what else is to come. Oh, there's another one. This record. Everyone seems to have it and I didn't. So for €1, I figured I'd take Herb Alpert home. And I got some nice solid plugs. 50 cents each. Actually not that cheap because usually you throw these away. But they're high quality and much higher quality than the ones you buy at the DIY shop. And they're still cheaper. And I don't care that they're second hand. They're just as good. So here we go. We got some plugs for devices. First up is this pair of Wavdale speakers. Now, they came from a shop where I've bought many times before. And every time when it says not tested, no warranty, it somehow works. So I'm just gonna wing it with this shop by now. The price was right, they were €15. And they are really nice little two-way speakers. Let me get those stickers on. They are the Wavdale Delta 30.2 and they're pretty nice sounding speakers if they work. So let's see about this. That's a good start. They both work fine. A bit of a weird one. It's a screen. I needed a testing screen. I needed anything that wasn't too big, that looked sort of nice, with HDMI. And I found this ViewSonic, which is literally only a year old. The model is only a year old, so it can even be younger. For 15 euros. And I was like, well, I mean, that works. Can I get these on my screen here? That's not a bad screen at all. That's looking beautiful. For a pretty cheap screen, it's like a €250 screen. That's really nice. May want to put that there instead of that pretty good EYAMA I got there. It's just that, yeah, it's got... let me see. And there we are. It is hanging, not very hard because I had one of those brackets to hang it from the wall. So I could just, it's just a VESA mount. So I could just 4 screws in, 4 screws out, some cables. There we are. Good screen for that money, and also smaller bezels. The only downside is the foot of this one is not VESA, so I can't put it on the other screen. The other screen never had a foot. So yeah, now I need to find another screen with a VESA foot or get a cheap VESA mount to be able to use the other screen as a testing screen, which was the goal for this one. But it's slightly too good for that, so... Canon DCD 735 CD player. Actually kind of sad that they sell these without a power cable. I know it doesn't matter to me, but it does to many other people. That's not really a nice service. It's not the nicest thrift shop, but I thought, you know, €12.50 for a DCD 735? Good deal. We've got a display. That works fine. That works fine. It literally says it's okay. I don't like that thrift shop very much. Let me get another disc. Nothing. It's not even trying. I'm going to clean that laser, see if it helps. I'm not going to lie, the lens does not look dirty at all, but we may as well give it a shot. Because right now, it's not working at all. Let's put that CD in and see what it actually does. It's trying now, but it doesn't seem to see the disc. Here it goes. Here it goes. Oh. It is now actually seeing the tracks, to my surprise. Let's play. Oh. It's trying. Oh, it's working actually. That's not a happy camper though. Nope. You'd be surprised how often people care more about the way speakers look than about the way speakers sound. These look good. They're like new, nice wood. And I figured I'm gonna take them because someone's gonna be quite happy about them. Now I wouldn't be surprised if they sounded quite okay. They are German speakers, probably just, I don't know, Blaupunkt or Grundig or whatever units. Pretty OEM. They were €7.5 for the pair. And this one just lost its baffle. That is not ideal. That's not supposed to happen, so I will need to do some repairing. This one's stuck in there. Just your average two-way German speaker. Same thrift shop. So again, it was shit. The cables that are pre-attached are different on each speaker, which is odd. They are definitely copper and 1.5mm, so they're honestly not too bad. I just hope they got the phase right. What do we get? I think we are indeed out of phase. Yeah, that's better. Whoa, big buzz. You know you have yourself a sub-ideal design when you feel the table move, but you don't actually hear a lot of low end. The highs are pretty nice though. I do wonder what this unit is. This is kind of easy to see now. Singapore, it says anything. Japan, it says it's a unicorn transistor. It's got some foam going on. And I'm just gonna apply new glue and these should be okay. They say Hi-Fi Studio Box, made in Germany. 40 watts, 45 Hz to 18 kHz. It's a Hi-Fi Studio Box SB400. They probably came with a cheap Grundig system or something. They actually already have nails in them. Someone tried to fix them. They didn't have wood glue, I guess. Wood glue has been applied. Kind of nice nails, to be honest. Nice small copper nails. Yeah, I hope this is down far enough. I'm going to just put it on its back and let it dry, and hopefully it won't keep falling off there. There's more CD players where that came from. Also, I have this little Toslink clip thing. Ha! Took it from the Denon. Yeah, let's hope this one's in a bit better shape. This one's untested and cheaper, so it probably works then. We power on. We open up. This is the CDP 461. Just fine, as expected. Yep. Wow. That is a lot of low end. Jeez, other than that it sounds pretty Sony-ish. Variable out, you can actually choose if you want the variable or non-variable out. Yeah, it's alright, it works fine, looks good. Oh boy, do we have CD players. This is a Pioneer PD107, relatively recent one, very cheap one. They usually work fine. They don't sound great, but they usually work fine. They're kind of nice to look at. Yep, that was very fast. Let's immediately go to a higher track because that's harder. Yeah, sounds a lot more pleasant than the Sony. It's already very sticky. But it does come off in one piece, and now the display is new. Now, this is quite something. It is the Denon DRA545RD, which apparently does take double A's, not triple A's. I just cleaned the contacts of the remote. They're not actually any battery leakage signs, it's just that they are slightly oxidized. It does come with a remote for the entire rig, CD, cassette, everything. And yes, that's the cassette deck. That's the DRS610. Wow, that's hard to say. The Denon DRS610. Yeah, The bigger brother is the A10, which has 3 heads. Other than that, these are pretty much the same. And this is a really good cassette deck. It's 2 heads, not everyone likes that, but look at how good this looks. If this works, that would be awesome. There's a tape in it and it's already playing. Well, and it gave up. That was very brief. Because it's at the end of the tape. Okay, that's a good reason. Carnival 1999. Not auto reverse, but that's fine. This is going to be, oh my goodness, good thing I saw that. Do we get anything so far? Not yet. But maybe. I'm doing something wrong. Let's see. It is hoop sound. Oh wow. Tape not tape hiss? What's tape hiss? Jesus Christ. Good sounding machines. And we got a tape to record on. CD player. Smooth as silk. DCD 690. I actually used to have one of these. I think I had the 695 with pitch control. Reads just fine. And we have a tuner, of course, which has no antenna, but I'm sure works. Let's see if we can record from the CD. Did I do something wrong? Is the cable broken? Line in goes to nothing. Let's give it a try. Record. Bias is in the middle. Just your normal Sony HF tape. Amplifier sounds great. Never really got the point of this variable loud. Now we got a bass EQ. We don't need that. Yeah, scratch free. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a perfectly fine recording, because these are really reliable decks. As was to be expected. Awesome, absolutely awesome. Let's try the remote. Oh, that doesn't seem to work. Oh wait, there we go. Press a little harder, press a little harder. Okay. CD. Yes, tape off. Perfect. And then we press play. And the CD starts playing. Yeah, you gotta press a bit harder. It's probably not so of use, but okay. Tape. Play. I think this cassette deck actually does not have a remote receiver. It's not for this deck. That's fine. Radio 1, Radio 2, Radio 3, local radio. What's this? Studio Brussels, Klassiek 21, WDR 2, and Q Music. Flawless! I'm not gonna lie, I already tested it. Someone asked for it. I was like, I think this one has a built-in phono preamp. It does not. It does not have a built-in phono preamp. Some of these do exactly the same model. This is apparently one without. The PSLX250H. Automatic of these always works fine. Your usual Audio-Technica 803600 cartridge. Nothing to complain about here. Nothing special either. That's what it's supposed to do. This CD player even comes with a cable. That's useful. Actually, don't really need it for... Oh! Does not come with a plug though. That is a bit worrying. Well, let's hope it works. And I could have just plugged the wires into the outlet, but that is a bit dangerous, isn't it? Why people take those plugs off, I never know. Maybe we're about to find out. It is a bit of a dirty CD player, but I will give it a clean. It will be fine. Yeah, reading just fine. That's to be expected. Oh, I pressed buttons. If you press clear, it starts over. Okay. Ooh, buttons feel good. Okay, that's not supposed to happen. Okay. Wakey wakey. Well, same old. Do I still have my Q-tip or do I have to find a new one? Ah, it's still here. Again, not very dirty. Now that CD is very, very beat up. So I can't really use it as a reference anymore, but some CD players play it fine. Let's see what this one does now. I think the lens was still a bit wet. Okay, track 15 was tripping. That's fine now. Okay, I can hit it a bit harder as well. Still a bit sensitive, but not over the top. Reading fast. Let's go to track 10 right away. Yeah, very fast. It's fine. It's really okay. It doesn't really like this copy disc. Sometimes, I mean, it's very beat up. I'm not sure if you can see. This disc is not in great shape. But that's why it's my testing disc. So, it's okay. This CD player is working just fine. Bit of a surprise. I found this record player and I only just realized the stylus is there. It's just here for some reason. It looks to be okay. No, it is dead. Okay. Would have been pretty awesome if the stylus was there. Not a big deal. I knew what I was getting myself into. I have plenty of those. It's kind of a cool record player actually. It's a Memorex. It did just turn on. And it's just your average plastic, you know, not very exciting looking record player. But it has pitch control and a little stroboscope. Now it doesn't run because the belt is obviously closed. Is it still? It's probably gonna. Hey, LEDs. The stroboscope is actually underneath the platter, and there's LEDs beaming at it, and then you can see it through a mirror. Belt still seems fine. I'm not sure why that fell off. It does have a bit of a dent though, so it's probably not gonna run perfectly fine. But the belt seems new otherwise. That's weird. It's in really good shape. It's running. Has a mustache. Well, that's a lot of noise. Oh. Oh boy. Yeah, well, there's a belt in the way. I know what's going on here. That thing sounds pretty good. Let's try the auto return. Yeah, that works. Ha! Once more while we can see it. Fully automatic. Soft touch. Bit light, I was pushing it around, but okay. It's a good thing it's soft touch then. Spot on! That's a really nice record player actually, the SLJ100R. Next, big ass Sony TAFE520R amplifier. These do not sound good. They really don't. They look very nice though. It's a very serious looking amp. And I actually really like it in silver. It's very dusty. Here we are. Okay, we have a source. Let me see. Oof. No, we've heard that song quite a few times, haven't we? Let's do another one. There we are. Hooked it up to CD. These actually always work. I do like this as well. I will show it with the close-up camera in a second, but let's first see if it works. Yep. Bit scratchy, not too bad. Consistently functional. Phono, definitely working. Yeah. Pioneer A304R. Simple amp. Should work. Let's see, speakers on. Here we are. Speakers B. This is speaker group B. Jeez, that's the wrong way around. There we are. Here we go. Oh, and the song is over. Kind of funny. The guy at the thrift shop where I got this record player and the screen and a few more other things. I saw him just throw away power adapters and I was like, why are you doing that? He's like, oh, no one wants them. They don't have the devices for it. I was like, oh, they can be used with multiple devices. So I looked over his shoulder. I was like, can I have that 12 volt one? Because, yeah, I may be able to use that for a record player. And he's like, yeah, sure. So I got a free power supply, which is great because this record player needs power supply from like a rack system and just has this little plug. So the only way to get it going is to just hook it up to... It's always 12 volts. I'm not even checking these days anymore. It's always 12 volts. Apparently these all use very similar motors. So you just splice them together. I'm now going to do it roughly just with a bit of tape, but I'll do it properly later. And then that works. This is really tough. Here we are. That's some tough rubber we got right there. God, this is cheap. This is a Pioneer PLZ92 or Z, whichever you prefer. Something's unhappy. Oh god, there's a lot of old belt crap on that pulley, so I need to clean that first. Let me get a belt that's a bit less tight because I don't want to ruin my motor. I hope that belt I was trying didn't get sticky now. It's incredible how much black crap comes from such a small pulley. It's so tiny, but look, that Q-tip is now toast. It did come with a stylus, which is way more important than a belt, because belts have plenty. And a mat, which obviously was on it upside down for reasons I will never know. So the B-side for Heart of Glass is Heart of Glass instrumental. Okie dokie. I don't think that's the most interesting song to make an instrumental of, but hey. Okay, we have a bit of a buzz. Probably needs ground. That doesn't do anything. Oh boy. I think we got a bit of work to do with this one. Or maybe... That's so shit. Stop works. So if I now just press it briefly and I wait. Odd. GoPro appears to be overheating. I hope it won't now I took it off the charger, a bit worrying. So I always take speakers that look nice, and these are nice wooden cabinets until I dropped one. Yeah, that was really sad because they were in great shape. That's the only reason I took that, because they're nothing special, sound-wise. I was so ready for these to sound horrible, but they actually don't. They're a bit bright. If you have to, you know, dampen the highs a bit, but... They're pretty refined and they have a nice transparent mid-range. I'm actually impressed. They are really not bad sounding speakers. But then this, yeah. What am I gonna do about this? Is there anything we can do to... Oh god. Yeah, it's literally falling off. No, these are over, but they're actually not bad sounding speakers. So that's a very big pity, but well, they're too big to keep as testing speakers. Maybe I'll hang them in my attic. Just you know, on the ceiling, because I think they're close back. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that and use them as testing speakers there. I don't want to throw them away. They're kind of cute and kind of nice. Look at that clean table. You know something special is coming up. People who know are now pointing at the screen and screaming, yes, yeah, that was at a thrift shop. No, he didn't know the value. Yeah, I did. Not exactly, because I don't know the exact model numbers, but I was like, yeah, that's worth a buy. It's a JVC HR DVS1 mini DV, digital video, super VHS video recorder. So that's two formats that's separately already worth money in a deck. But this... That's a special potato! Ah, there we are. Brand new. Does it eat the mini DV? Yes, it did. It just did. There's nothing on it, of course, it's new. It has a record button, but I wonder if that's DV or VHS. I guess either. Oh, it went into record mode there. So we can record, I think. It is recording and the counter is running. Okay, let me try and get the right input then. I think that is it. Yeah, channel 1 it says. Stop. Yep, there you go. Did we record a lot of nothing now? Play. Yeah, we did. So it sees nothing now, of course. So it goes to a blue screen. I'm gonna get a VHS tape and see if we can do some dubbing or so. So far so good. I got a tangerine and some coffee because I still have to have dinner. I'm so hungry, but I want to do this first. So, I have a copy of the BFG in Dutch, which is not in there. It's got a football match on it apparently. Oh well, definitely not something I recorded, but it's on a JVC tape, so very smooth action there. Let me rewind it a bit so there's actually something on there. Oh, it's a fast boy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a fast winding machine. My goodness. No, oh, you can see it there actually. Oh, cool. Oh, you can dub both directions. There we are. It is on there. Good. Good. That works fine. So let's stop this and let's dub VHS to DV. Got little arrows there. Dub. Is that how it works? There's quite a lot of features that you can only use with the remote, but apparently if you press dub for 2 seconds... Here we go! It's rewinding there first. Okay, it's getting ready. And... we're running. This one's running to now. Okay, and it corrected. Let's see. We're gonna stop. They both stop. We're gonna switch to DV. We're gonna rewind. Let's see if we got a copy. If that's the case, then this thing is just flawless. Wow, that looks good. That's a really good copy, and I swear it's the DV because it just works flawlessly. Hello from the edit of this video, and you know what that means. In all of my enthusiasm, I forgot to record an outro. That machine, perfect. I didn't show in this video, but I did try recording from DV to VHS. Worked perfectly as well. It's just absolutely flawless. It would have been great if it came with a remote. It doesn't. But other than that, nothing to complain. And that concludes this amazing thrift haul. I don't think I ever got such a good one. And yeah, I wish you all a great night.